Good morning, Oak City.
Good morning.
It's such a blessing to be here this morning, and this choir has really blessed my heart. I thank you so much for allowing me to come. Thank you so much, Pastor Newkirk, for this opportunity. My name is Roberta Macauley, and I serve as the Volunteer and Faith Engagement Manager at Habitat for Humanity of Wake County. A part of my role at Habitat is to just come out into the community and share a little bit of information about what we do here in Wake County, and invite our community members to be partners with us. But before I go into a little bit about what we do in Wake County, I want to share a little bit with you about Habitat for Humanity as a whole. This Habitat idea, this housing model was conceptualized in a place called Americus, Georgia, some 40 plus years ago in a Christian community by a group of folks, African Americans, whites, living together in a Christian community who believed that as God's children, we are all um, um, deserving of having decent, affordable housing. And so the model itself was started by a man called Clarence Jordan, who later became friends with the actual founder of Habitat, who is Millard Fuller. Millard Fuller was a man who really wanted to engage the community in a very different way. And so he became friends with Clarence Jordan, and together they decided to work towards ending what at the time was called poverty housing. And so the Habitat model was born out of that idea to end poverty housing. Here in Wake County, the Habitat for Humanity in Wake County has been around now for about 30 years. This year, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary of serving the Wake County community. We are also celebrating building our 500th home here in Wake County, so 500 families have benefited from Habitat homes. We are also celebrating serving our 1,000th family. So besides building new construction, we also assist families in lots of other ways. For those of you who live in this community, you know that here in Wake County, this is a pretty affluent community. This is a pretty expensive place to live. The average cost of rent for a two-bedroom apartment is around $856. So you have to earn at least about $34,000 a year in order to afford a very basic two-bedroom apartment. Now, I don't know about you, but there are so many people that I know that are not at that wage level. So that's even higher than minimum income. So if you're earning minimum income, you need to be working two full-time jobs plus some in order to afford a basic two-bedroom apartment. Now, as people of faith, I think this is such an injustice for our friends in our community. And so what we are trying to do here in Wake County is respond to that need. We know that there's more than 28,000 people that live in Wake County that have a need for affordable housing. And so Habitat for Humanity has made a commitment to respond to that need. And one of the ways that we are responding to that need is to grow the number of new construction projects that we're working on. This past year, we built 42 new homes in Wake County. This next year, our goal is to build 50 new homes, and the following year, 60, and then 70, and we're going to continue to grow to respond to this need. And so part of the reason I'm here this morning is to just give you this information, but also to say to you that we need your support. There are lots of men and women in this church, and you may already know families that have benefited from a Habitat home. One of the other things that I like to mention is that if you have children that attend the Wake County Public Schools, these kids are probably living with families who have benefited from a Habitat home. So the reality is, what we do, we're not that far, you're not that far from the work that Habitat is doing in the community. And so we invite you to come out and support our efforts. We host volunteers every single week on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. We work in lots of different communities. The average Habitat home is a three-bedroom home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet home. We're working with men and women who have come from substandard housing. One of the misconceptions about Habitat is that we give away homes. Our homeowners are actually hardworking people. A lot of them are essential workers here in Wake County. A lot of them are child care providers who really can't afford a basic apartment, the cost of a basic apartment. A lot of them are the waiters and waitresses that serve us when we go out to eat. The folks that do our hair. I don't have a lot of hair, but the folks that do our hair. Our bus drivers, the folks that are driving our kids to school. So these are the folks that are hardworking and are eligible for a Habitat home. So we don't give away homes. Families have to go through a pretty aggressive process to qualify. They have to pay a down payment. And they pay a mortgage. So Habitat serves as the lender, and they pay a mortgage. So there is a qualification process. So we invite you to come out and join us as we support these families who you can also invite to come and be a part of your worship, and invite them, show them how, as a servant of God, that you are there to support them. So I've brought with me some of these flyers that we use to promote our construction projects, and I'll leave them here with you. I'd like you to take one of them and go to our website and just visit and see all of the ways that you can support Habitat. And also, I would challenge you to give one of these flyers to a neighbor, to a friend, to a family member, and invite them to come and work alongside you. So I'll be here through the end of your service. If you have questions for me, I'll be here after service. I'll be happy to respond to any questions that you might have. But I certainly hope that we can count on the support of Oak City. I'd love to come out on site and see some of your men and women. We can host volunteers as young as 16, so it's a great opportunity for your youth, your young adult groups here at church to come out and just be supportive in our community. So I thank you, Pastor Newkirk, for allowing me this opportunity, and I certainly do hope to see some of you out on our sites. Thank you.